Welcome, sports fans. Welcome back to another very special episode. I'm Joe Mar.
I'm Rush.
And this is the Sir That Sports TV, the place you guys come to get the best, most interesting and riveting sports topics, discussions, and debates on the internet.
Yes, people. But before we get into today's video, don't forget to like this one, leave a comment, and subscribe to the Sir That Sports TV. And one more thing for us, though.
Share the video to at least 10 people, but ensure to get us 6 subscribers, because each and every one of you guys can manage to do that. You know how many subscribers that get us by the end of the day, people.
Yes. Let's get right into it. First of all, I'd like to say, if you're watching this in 2 days' time or a day time, Merry Christmas to you, Happy New Year when it comes. But how's holidays been for you? Talk to me. What's going on? Winter season, Christmas season, gift giving and gift receiving season.
I mean,
where's that going?
We've been playing some golf.
Yeah.
And much more different than that. You get me? So really and truly, as an adult, you only get like 2-3 days in the holiday season, and them days don't come yet. So far, and I like to say, I'm a student where you can say, all right, school, they for holiday, exam done type shit, you can start kick off. Same life for me, I live in November, the same life.
So you're not feeling a cheer, them says the season of cheer, bro. People don't seem a bit happier. You not get nothing. You never usually get.
No.
Nothing happen. Usually happen.
It's a bit cooler.
Yeah.
We don't enjoy the temperature, but besides that, what else is there?
Yeah.
Not much more than that. Love the temperature still, so big up to the father for that.
I'm not lie. Anyways, people, let's get into the video. We're going to do a recap of the year 2024. Obviously, we're speaking about our Reggae Boys. What kind of year did we have as fans watching the Reggae Boys? Was it a good year? Was it a bad year? Let's start on that foot. Obviously, we're going to give the highlight of the year and I guess the low light of the year. But we're going to start with just an overall recap. Good year, bad year, average year. How do you feel about 2024 in the Reggae Boys context?
Bro, it was a roller coaster year.
Yeah.
Can't say that much. You know, in 2024, we've had some of our highest times and also a few low times as well.
Pull up a record for me.
But we not say some of our lowest times, but we've had some low times. But this is definitely not our worst year, considering what we've experienced in the past decade of Jamaican football. So all in all, if me have like just say overall, what kind of year it was, not a bad year. In comparison to many of our other years, it's in fact one of our better years, right? But not a terrible year. So it started in March and ended in November in terms of the international schedule. But as Jamaica do, our year is never only about the football.
Yeah.
It's never only about the finite fixtures of football that is played within that calendar year. There's always so much more, you know, there's always so much drama affiliated with this national program. So there's a lot. But football wise, I'm just go through the fixtures. Right, so we started off our calendar year in March, as we will in 2025. We started a bit before the FIFA window, you know, because the JFF did the good shit with Halkinson. So they did manage to get a couple of fixtures with Trinidad and Tobago, which I always say, if we can get matches out of the FIFA window, they will not get the ball, them I'm always down for. And it's off the bat of an outstanding end to 2023. You know, let's not forget what we did in BMO just last year, towards the end of last year, right before we would have done our last year review. So we started against Trinidad, 2 fixtures against Trinidad. As I said, friendly internationals, not necessarily the strongest squad, because it was before the FIFA date. We managed to get a win and to get a draw, and I think the coach managed to see what he needed to see, get what he needed to get from those games, and managed to put together something for the Nations League. So, you know, you had people like King playing, Shaquan Davis managed to stake a claim in the team, you know. Pretty much I think those were the two that kind of like stamped their claim out of those fixtures. But a lot of people like Fletcher and Guthrie and Marshall, you know, Thomas, the other Kemar Foster, the other JPL players, Sule McCullough, so on and so forth, were involved in that mix up right there. But I think it was a good little I will look back and forth with a comparable Caribbean team without their international players as well.
Right.
But both teams got to see what they have going into it. And I think, as I said, Shaquan Davis and Richard King really stake their claim to being a part of the permanent team because of that. And after those two, I guess you'd say they could see what to go on fixtures versus Trinidad and Tobago. Then we played what I think were two of the most important matches in a year, filled with extremely important matches. Think about it.
Yep.
We only played important matches this year. And we went out in the Nations League. Where was it? In Houston? NRG Stadium?
Yeah, I think so.
Or was it Vegas? Not sure.
Check me,
Yeah, I think it was in Houston. Or Dallas. It was in Dallas. Sorry, Dallas. Same Texas. The Cowboys Stadium. It's nice, beautiful masterpiece. And we played against the US. We played against the US. And heartbreak. We went out there and we held them to a 1-0 for like 90 minutes. In what I think would have been the most historic match in our national team, which would have been a follow-up to the most historic match, what we played in Canada. And a last-minute own goal. When name? You know who me I look for.
From we?
Yeah. Tevin Gray.
And Tevin Gray. The quarterback.
Tevin Gray cost me the match, bro. When you say own goal, own goal. I never say own goal from. I say there's an own goal, and then I say,
oh yeah, Tevin Gray.
Yeah, Tevin Gray. It started from a Tevin Gray mess up, rush of blood, lack of sense.
Brilliant, otherwise quarterback.
We don't know if we call it. But we're not gonna chastise quarterback. You might try to defend, and shit happens.
I don't chastise nobody, man.
Well, me will chastise.
No, chastise. I think in terms of quarterback, I'm just making a joke.
It shouldn't have happened. We should have done better with that, bro. Now I go back down the road. Anyways, end up losing to USA in extra time because of a jury in a master class. We held USA to 1-0 for 92 minutes. Congratulations to the Reggae Boys. And at this point, I thought that we were heading on a good trajectory. After that, we unfortunately had to play Panama for third place. And we played a comprehensive game. We're nice and compact. We kept it together. We kept pushing forward. We got a 1-0 win by a raw-hearted goal from Dexter Lembikisa, winning us a medal.
Yes,
getting us some valuable FIFA points. And then after that, now we played a couple of World Cup qualifiers, not very convincing, but I think that we won both games, so 6 points is 6 points, even though in our group, Guatemala do the damn thing. You get me, and they're beating teams by a lot of goals, so that put us in a position now where drawing with Guatemala is not an option, which is not the position that I wanted to be in. But we have Guatemala Stadium. Anyways, we're not talking about 2025, we're talking about 2024 now. We got the Damrep and Dominica. We beat both teams by 1 goal only, conceding 2 goals to Dominica, which is embarrassing, only managing to score 1 goal against the Damrep. Pathetic performance, but Kaim Dixon in those 2 games was the only bright spark, if you ask me. And I think that's where Kaim Dixon made this national team.
Yeah.
To the point where he's at now at the end of the year being a top fixture national team and scoring goals, in England and being a full professional now, playing first team football in League One. I think Charlton is going to make a push for the championship. We're going to see Kaim Dixon possibly playing at a higher level next year. You get me, I say? So, those 2 games unconvincing, but there's a caveat considering that a lot of players claimed that they had injuries, but really and truly they just wanted their vacation time to be extended a bit longer. Alchemist obliged. I'm fine that we still managed to get 6 points. But then it was big Copa America. And as I said, football wasn't necessarily, the calendar wasn't necessarily predicated on only the football.
Alright, here we're going to do. Instead of doing the recap of the fixtures and then go back to it, while we're going through the year, let's talk about the different competitions and different fixtures. So obviously we spoke about the Nations League, and I feel like we covered that completely. We talked about that so many times throughout the year. Super pleased with what we did in terms of in BMO, even though
And
that
it
was
started
2023.
from 23, yeah.
Then we came to America and we tried, but we were playing well, bro. And then obviously mistake cost us the game. We thought that we were going to get a draw out of it, got to extra time, got the penalties. We think we could have get something out of the game. Mistake cost us. Obviously, we were upset by the mistakes in the game and conceding and whatever. End up losing the game to America. We were never going to come back in that game. Finishing third in the Nations League in 2024. I am going to call that success, first of all.
And bro, that's how we started our year.
Mm-hmm.
Because the international football year starts in March.
Yeah.
And that's how we got our calendar after. So our very first match, a 1-0 win against Trinidad. And on our fourth match in the calendar year, the second like FIFA date match, FIFA window, Nations League, big match. We managed to get silver. We managed to win a big, bro. Anytime we beat CONCACAF in Panama, that's a big win. Anytime we beat Panama in a CONCACAF, my apologies. Anytime we beat Panama in a CONCACAF, that's massive. And we managed to do that not only just regularly, but on a massive stage, under bright lights in front of 70,000 people.
And to win a medal.
Yep.
Mind you, to win a medal. We were the third best team in the competition in CONCACAF. Only 2 teams were better than us. I'm going to call that success. Obviously, we felt good about our arguments.
I go as far as say only one team, but we never get to play Mexico. But that's one different thing.
Yeah, it's fine. And I believe that we played Mexico, especially in the form that we were on, because we gave America a really good game in the semi-final game, but we just the ball never rolled our way. Or maybe it did, but we made a mistake. Only 2 teams were better than us. Only 2 teams can say them go for Jamaica in the 2024 Nations League competition.
Really?
That is success for me.
Hell yeah.
Isn't it so? And that, good on the team, and I feel like after that was winning, I believe I didn't see another impressive performance from a national team. And so I give the Jamaican national team the props in the early part of the year.
Yeah.
First 4 to 5 fixtures, the first 4 fixtures, the first 2 fixtures.
Yeah,
the first 2 was unofficial. Yeah. So the first of 2 official fixtures. We're not going to say 4. The first 2 official fixtures, please, happy. Even though we lost the game to USA, we finished 3rd in Nations League. Happy with that.
Super proud. Made it feel like, say, if I saw we start a year in a dark.
Yep. Please, super pleased. And then, from that point onwards, I feel like it was a steady decline to plateau in terms of the end of the year. We didn't see the team getting any worse and worse, but it was just not getting any better. Yeah. So let's move to the Copa America. We were happy well, you weren't necessarily happy to play in the Copa America. No. I was happy that we made it to the semi-final and we were playing in the Copa America. Looking forward to it.
We would have secured qualification from 23 based on that historic performance, as I once said.
Yeah.
We'd have still secured qualifications to Copa regardless, because we'd have gone through, we'd have played Trinidad, we'd have beat them. Whatever, right? Canada was in Copa. Canada beat Trinidad and to get the Copa.
Yep.
Anyways, so we secured qualification to Copa from the Nations League. And as I said, I wasn't necessarily excited to play in Copa. Who cares about Copa? It's a big competition, a good way for us to hone our skills. But I wasn't necessarily starstruck about the competition. I was much more excited about the Nations League than I was about this Copa America. But as I said, this year, it wasn't only about the football. If I go review the year at the Reggae Ball, we have to review the year at the Reggae Ball.
Oh, for sure.
And there's a lot of drama in between Nations League and Copa America.
Yep.
One, Leon Bailey.
Yep.
Leon Bailey was a big part of our 2024, for better or for worse. And during that period of time, Copa was coming around. Leon Bailey had done an interview. Was it in 22 or was it early?
No, it wasn't Copa coming around, It was the Nations League games coming around. It was a Nations League game coming around.
That's when he did say now going to be a part of the team in the Nations League, or was it way before that?
No, man. It was in the March.
Or is that window?
When I say, all right, while you're building 19, arguments to say, blah, 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 blah. Wasn't it?
That was for Nations League, bro. That was for Copa.
That was for Copa?
Yeah.
Really?
That's me, I wonder when him did the interview, say I'm going to take a break from Jamaican
football. Early in a year on March, bro.
Yeah, bro, but the whole Copa fiasco.
That was after when he get listed in the squad and then him come out and say misleading information. But from before that, him say.
So the suspension was for.
Check if him play in a USA game.
He never played.
Right, so at them time when him get left out of the squad for the USA game,
so
everybody was saying, why him get suspended. Then him do the interview before the game, blah, blah, blah. Then them include him the Copa team, then him come out. It was a messy situation. But in terms of timeline, in a March, bombshell drop. Liam Bailey suspended from the national team,
So that was
missing curfew, blah, 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 blah. Liam Bailey come out and say, well, hey, I'm taking a break. Don't follow up the suspension talk. I'm taking a break from the national team. And that just added to the already full plate of one American and the Jamaica Football Federation. So you can pick up on that in terms of you just messing up, because that would definitely mess up any coach's plan. Because it's the best player.
And also just the way how it was gone about.
Yeah.
You know, so it definitely put a dark cloud over the national team. You know, we saw Damian Lowe doing interviews about it. Andre Blake was forced to ask questions about it. Jamaica had done this big feat by securing qualification to Copa America. And it wasn't about Copa America.
Yep.
It was about Hal Grimson's and Craig Butler's and Leon Bailey's relationship. It was about, do the players like Leon Bailey now? Don't they like Leon Bailey now? Will Leon Bailey go on to become one of Jamaica's leaders? Will Leon Bailey ever play international football ever again? So it wasn't even about the football.
But I think I call that, you know. You know, I think we did say Leon Bailey come back in September.
Did it
Even though he didn't come. Yeah, man. We did say Leon Bailey come back in September. And if he don't come back in September, me give him until World Cup qualifiers next year. But Leon Bailey came back. When? He never come back September because he's injured. Yeah. But he come back November.
October.
He come back October. Yeah. October. In November window.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was, because remember, bro.
He injured for September and injured for October.
Right. So even though now, looking at it, Leon Bailey's in the team. Leon Bailey played 2 games, blah, 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 blah. But there was a point in this year when Reggae Boyz fans were worrying about Leon Bailey.
During all of Copa.
Straight up.
And you as some people worried, there was and probably is still a point where some people were saying to hell with Leon Bailey.
True. A lot of people
I don't want to see Leon Bailey back in the team again.
Yeah.
You know, so we went to the Copa America. You played 3 games. You started out against Mexico. I think we played the best of it against Mexico. We lost 1-0. It was unfortunate. And then after that, we kind of spiraled. Against Ecuador, we never really played no football. Venezuela, we never really played no football. We got placed in a tough zone. You know, there's a lot going on with the team.
And the coach, I feel like the coach was clocked out in the Copa America competition that we played this year.
Yeah.
He wasn't there at all. Mentally, he wasn't there. A lot of things we saw. And I feel like the progress, I remember this summer, I was just happy on the fact that the progress that we made last year from the Gold Cup, where we could see some things, even in the Canada game, where we saw some high press, we tried to possess the ball, blah, 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 blah. I feel like in this Copa America, we threw it all the way, we couldn't recognize the team at all. Yeah, and maybe that was a product of the coach being disengaged, and already some would say accepted a deal to go and coach. Is it Ireland? Republic of Ireland?
Talking about off-field matters. People, as I said, the year wasn't about the football. If I had to round it up, this year was not about the football.
More drama than football this year.
And then as soon as Copa America was finished, there was an announcement that Hal Grimson had taken up a big money offer to go and coach in Europe, an international team in Europe. And it was like, where do we go from here? A lot of people were speculating that, oh yeah, man, it might be somebody local. Me and Russia trying to suggest ideas to the JFF. Hey, try new blood, try young international coaches.
And you know why? Because we are trying to get creative with it.
Yeah.
That was really because JFF sells this idea that they don't have no money and they ain't broke. And now they have 2 coaches up here. If I'm not mistaken, Tapa is still getting paid. No, Tapa would have get. Yeah, I think Tapa is still getting paid. I don't think Tapa get all that money yet. No, Arguments still I get paid. And now they're going to take on another coach.
I think Arguments and JFF.
They came to an agreement. So I guess Arguments is not
Arguments to quit.
But JFF has this running narrative that they're trapped for cash, have so many debts to pay off, blah, 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 blah.
So I was suggesting, hey, Ricardo Fuller want to do something. Why not? You get me? I said, let's try and see something different. Let's try and be the person to birth this new coach. You get me? I said, let's see what happens, because they know if they deal with pros, they were professionals before international football. International football don't require as much planning, as much training plans, as much, you get me, as hands-on work as it does player management and getting assisted by a scouting team. I think that's what international football is predicated on heavily. But we managed to pull Steve McLaren, massive, you know, right before right before going into September. So in between the end of June, we crashed out a Copa miserably. 0 points, 1 goal scored, just a poor performance. And we talk about the decline of Demar Gray. I think this started in Copa America. We just had a woeful competition. We managed to hire Steve McLaren, top level coach. Dare I say, one of the biggest names in coaching in CONCACAF, if not the world of football.
Yep.
And how we managed to pull that off in a 2 months before September.
Bro, he's the most qualified coach we've ever had in our national team. This is the most high-profile coach that we've had.
Yep.
And the most successful and qualified at anything you want to put it. This was a big deal at the time. I feel like right now Argenson maybe has lost some of his shine. You get me? I say it doesn't seem as glistening anymore.
Yeah.
But at the time it was a very exciting signing. We were looking forward to what Argenson can do with this team. Feel like he's dealt with players at the top of their game, top professionals all his career. So, you would have the respect of these players. Obviously, he's a well-respected man in the world of football. He's been at Manchester United. We expect some. You get me? I say this man knowing football, big name in a football, coming to Jamaica, coming to take on this project. We're looking forward to it.
And that concluded the first half of the year.
Yep.
So, we managed to play all of, I think it was 7 official fixtures, 2 unofficial fixtures.
Yeah.
Losing most of them. Losing to the USA, losing 3 times in Copa.
Losing to USA twice.
Losing to USA.
For the year, but in the first half.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that meant about the first half, yeah. So losing to USA, losing 3 times in Copa, managing to narrowly beat the 2 Dominican and Dominica countries, you get me, I say? And edging out Trinidad in a couple of unofficial friends.
So how much that? I'll start the first. Was it 3 of official games? Just 10
official games. All right.
So
last to the USA, win to Panama, then win 2 to Dominica and Dominica,
3-1.
and then now lose to Mexico, Ecuador, and Venezuela.
3-4. So we won 3 games, last 4 in the first 6 months, or first 7 months. So losing record to the middle part of the year. Never even realized, me to tell you the truth. I didn't realize it was that bad. Obviously, we played, and everything that we played
the games that we won
were games that we were supposed to win,
except the Panama game. But
you can't say we're supposed to win Panama.
What I'm saying is, except the Panama game, even the games that we won, we were woeful.
Of course.
Dominica and Dominican Republic, we were so bad. So even though it was 4-3, to me it felt more like 6-1. The only one I feel like win was the Panama game. Because as much as we got 6 points in those 2 World Cup qualifiers, none of them felt. I was so frustrated.
Yeah, I know the truth is that, I must say, every game I lose
in the hundreds, bro.
Yeah. But what do you mean? Which team?
Dominica and
oh no, we're not talking about that. Yeah, it's whatever. Those games didn't impress me that much.
Impressed me that much? I was unimpressed. I was frustrated.
Yeah, in terms of the performance, I agree with it.
Yeah.
But the 4 games that we lost to teams better than us. Every single team ranked higher than us. Every single team was the favorite when they played Jamaica.
Yep.
But that is not even the problem to that point in the year. The problem was just that we didn't look like one. We didn't look like a team that played with each other before. We didn't look like we knew what we were doing. Again, the coach was disengaged. And we just looked a mess. We didn't put in a good performance after that Panama game. It was just bad. It was just awful.
We get a chance to play Mexico. We get a chance to show we have against Mexico with our top team. I never showed them nothing.
There we go. On to the back end of the year.
Yes, after hiring Stephen McLaren, Nations League time again, we matched up against Cuba in the National Stadium. We drew 0-0.
Underwhelming.
That was the worst point I've experienced being a Reggae Boy fan. It might sound crazy, but that was the worst point I've experienced, or that's the worst feeling I've gotten after a point as a Reggae Boy fan. At least
when that match played?
My knowledge. That match played 6th of September.
Month? Oh, it was September window.
versus Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you did it.
I think I did that Cuba game. Oh, was I? Yeah, I did that Cuba game.
Yeah.
The 6th of September.
Yeah. Maybe that.
It was a Monday. Oh, no. We did Portland.
You never did. Yeah.
We did Portland.
Because remember, say, Philip.
We never did it. Yeah. I wasn't there.
Yeah, so, as I said, just a pathetic performance. No, my apology. It wasn't
Definitely watch the game, though.
It wasn't a pathetic performance, but a pathetic showing in front of goal. So bad, bro.
Real bad.
Go through the statistics of that game, the real quick, man. 73% possession, 7 shots on target to Cuba 0, 12 corners.
Just couldn't buy one.
Man.
Couldn't buy one. And we only needed one.
We just needed one. And you know, that one they would have set you up for further than this year.
Yeah.
But we'll keep it moving. Got us a shitty point against Cuba and then managed to travel to Honduras and I guess create history, beating Honduras at home.
Mm-hmm.
Better performance versus Honduras, and I was happy with that result. And that wrapped up the September window. Obviously, McLaren came back. McLaren came to the team and he got in contact with Leon Bailey. Leon Bailey accepted a call-up. Leon Bailey, unfortunately, didn't get to show up for the call-up because of injury. Even though some people there question it, some people there say, oh, he played the week before, or something like that. They get me and say, well, Leon Bailey injured. Leon Bailey and McLaren talk. Oh, he did feel say, oh, Leon Bailey I fought back in that squad.
I was excited. Yeah, I always believe that. Even though there were some things about I guess you can call it a feud with the JFF that I didn't agree with. Specifically the way how it was dealt with on the side of the player. I still remain the Liam Bailey fan. I still wanted Liam Bailey to play for Jamaica. And I was excited when it was announced that Liam Bailey was coming back. No, I was more concerned about the reception that he would have received from his team and the fans. That's what I was really thinking about when I heard the news. What was Liam Bailey going to do? Is he going to apologize to his team? And obviously, we were never, well, maybe we'll get to know, but we don't know to this point. Will he apologize to the team? How will the players respond to him? How will the fans respond to him? I remember one time we do a show, I asked, will Liam Bailey get booed? Obviously, we didn't think he would have received a boo, but at the same time, it's just a conversation to have. It's something to think about. But personally, I was excited to see him, and I really thought that it was even though it wasn't dealt with properly, some good could have came from the situation of Liam Bailey taking a break. Come back and play some football. Look like you can play some ball because you get a break from the headache you say you have, from everybody that beg you, from all not having the facilities and not having the resources.
And now being a part of an even more professional Hallgrim scheme. A more professional administration. Even though I did think Hallgrimson brought some professionalism to the national team.
And Liam Bailey coming off his best season as a professional footballer. Yeah. I thought that after that you get your well-needed break and you perform well and you're now one of the best winners in the world. Can say that. Alright, we are going to see a renewed and refreshed Liam Bailey. Maybe that's a conversation in and of itself, but that's what I was feeling when I heard that Liam Bailey was coming back. Is it? How did that feel?
As I said, skeptical, curious, wanted to see what go on. You get me? I say, obviously I was annoyed at how it went down, but I've never shied away from the fact that Liam Bailey was our best footballer, most talented 100%. Footballer. And as such, I want him on the team as long as he wants to be on the team. And it seemed as though him and McLaren came to a consensus. They both agreed that, hey, we want you here, we need you here, you want to be here, so come be here, score some goals for the national team. So I was, happy that he's back, but was more make us see what for going.
Yeah.
Type of situation.
You think maybe Liam Bailey should have gotten phased in, or you think him too big for that? Maybe start on the bench the first game back. No, just wait. Not that it was a problem, because I don't think he was a problem when he started, but it just seemed like more of the same.
Politically, I don't think that would have been.
It wouldn't go down well. Hey, the reception though, when he was come on, it would have been crazy.
Yeah, but also,
and maybe that could have been a lift, because I tell you, Liam Bailey come back and it just looked like more of the same. Liam Bailey it looked like he never missed a beat when he used to play. Tell the truth, it looked the same thing. Look like you're trying too hard, not being the player expected to be, not taking the responsibility to expect everything in terms of finishing the chances and creating chances.
Because of the sensitivity,
still working hard.
Because of the sensitivity of the situation and who Liam Bailey is and the way it was dealt with. I don't think that'd be a good idea.
So left him on the bench?
Yeah, like Messi missed 5 months of football because of injury.
Don't go Messi down.
No, missed 5 months of football because of injury. Him come back, him come off of the bench for Argentina, him come on at halftime. Fine, you miss only for football because of injury at phase 18. But now it's like, oh, so you diss me, so I diss you back. I put you on the bench.
It's not even a diss back.
That's how the optics will look. Obviously, it's not at the same situation as the Messi and Argentina. You need to get reintegrated into the team at the same exact situation. But one context is just different than the other context. And you have to make the player. You have to make the player know, say, hey, I still you are the guy. And the guy don't come off the bench.
Yeah, the guy don't come off the bench. But sometimes you need a humbling. And it's not even necessarily a bad thing all the time. You know, sometimes sitting down for a minute and itching to go out there could have played a bigger part. Maybe. Because him starting never. I was thinking, him starting never changed nothing positively. So maybe the opposite would have, but he could have also made it worse.
Not necessarily to the extent that we would have hoped.
Right.
But we can't say.
No, man, definitely add to the team. Yeah. Even on his bad days, Liam Bailey still add to the Reggae Boyz team. Yeah. I'm just saying.
But not to the extent that we have.
It's a different player we have in the bro. When Liam Bailey go play for Jamaica, he's a different player than Liam Bailey at Aston Villa and people. And let's not have the debate of different system, immature every day. I'm not talking about that. Your touch must look the same.
But I've seen it too many times.
I'm not talking about
I always tell you,
National Stadium.
Mo Salah are going to score 100 goals for Egypt. For Egypt. Mo Salah is not playing a World Cup like that, bro. You hear me, I say? We have a better chance to go World Cup than Salah. Don't get me wrong, Salah probably will qualify team for World Cup. But if Salah go World Cup, because him qualify, second best player of El Nini. But I'm second best player.
Yeah.
You get me, I say? So, me don't want to hear it, bro.
Yeah. Me don't want to hear the surface, me don't want to hear it.
We find Christian Pulisic play with a big team, but when Christian Pulisic...
When Christian Pulisic come to in the office, tell me about bad surface, no?
Tell me about bad surface.
Don't tell me about bad surface.
And it don't matter where I'm going to CONCACAF, but it don't matter where Pulisic goes in CONCACAF. Bro, I already never did play at Chelsea. Just did one bench at Chelsea. Everything now play no ball and come my way number 10. And this mania is a different animal.
Yeah, and that's just the comparison and contrast of Mohan Jah. Liam Bailey is the opposite of that. Especially last year and years before. Good at the club level. Liam Bailey is always good at the club level. You know, if Liam Bailey is fit, he's going to be in and around the team. If he's not starting, then he's one of the first subs after this.
Sure.
And at the level that he's playing, we are one of the most successful footballers in the world. Yeah. You get me, I say?
People don't like when I say that, but
come on,
1 million people play football.
No, but while I go say Liam Bailey was one of the best players in the world last year.
Yeah.
And that is not, exaggerate, not just period. But then he comes to Jamaica and then it's just, yes, you're better than the next option.
Another decent
CONCACAF player. That's just how Liam Bailey look. Obviously, didn't get the respect, and there are a lot of factors that play into that. Teams give him a lot of respect,
for sure.
Double him up, we get it.
He's definitely the one on the scouting report for all the countries, but so is Pulisic.
Exactly. But as I say, conversation for another day. We had the year.
Yeah.
Liam Bailey come back.
So September 4 points. Liam Bailey was recalled to the squad, but he never come because he get injured. 4 points from September, going to Honduras, getting a big win. I like the performance against Honduras. Like the performance versus Cuba as well, I must say. Finishing, that has nothing to do with system, that has nothing to do with coach.
Yeah.
The coach did everything we him to do to get him the 7 shot on target and 77% opposition.
Yeah.
Versus a miniature Cuba team in a full national stadium. Couldn't manage to score the 1 goal with a need. Then in October, once again, Liam Bailey called up again. Couldn't make the flight again because they did hurt. I'm going to play against Nicaragua and Honduras.
Yes, sir.
We went away. We got a unconvincing 2-goal win against Nicaragua. I thought we should have done much better against Nicaragua. Then we see Norman Campbell come on. Then it's an awful game and then managing to contribute. And
then if our own goal scorer.
Yeah, it was our own goal scorer for a Norman Campbell run. I just feel we should have been better against Nicaragua on turf, but
I think of a penalty.
We never have it that day. We managed to get the result. If we come back in the national stadium again, it's a dead safe game against Honduras. And McLaren was like, hey, both teams need a draw to qualify. I think it was a very safe game. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
We just never really look it against Honduras. I don't know if you remember that game.
No, I
It was
remember, man.
just a dead, stale nil-all game.
Yeah, we just got it and get out of there.
Yeah, and then because of that, we end up topping our zone, but finishing as the second seeded team because Costa Rica got more points than us.
Yes, sir. And that led to
us playing USA in November. And also the return of Leon Bailey.
Yes, sir.
Versus USA in a big fixture. Back in the National Stadium.
Home and away.
And, bro, we played well against USA.
Yeah, I enjoyed that game. I actually enjoyed that game. I feel like the team gave a good effort. But I feel like America was just better than us.
And they are better than us. But even the goal that we conceded, we started off a bit of miscommunication. It seemed as though it was a soft goal, but it really lit a fire underneath us. We saw some introductions during those fixtures. Holgate was the round before, the winner before. We saw Isaac Hayden be introduced. And we conceded that goal. Miscommunication, I said soft goal. We had a few players playing out of position because of one thing or the other. You get that. So, started at 5. I think the first goal lit a fire and the rest pushed forward. And Nicholas had a very good game. Looked good. Came out and we switched to the 4. And I think we really put some leather on the USA. I just never managed to convert. Me and him disagree on the quality of Leon Bailey. Obviously the expectations of Leon Bailey were much higher than we saw, but I don't think he was as awful as people made him out to be in that game. I was super impressed. But I definitely saw where Leon Bailey was better than what we were seeing. From that side. The likes of Norman Campbell we've been seeing in that position before. I thought he was attacking the space. I just thought the end product wasn't there against USA, and the end product wasn't there overall. We didn't manage to get back.
Bro, we had so many. We got in so many good positions. Yeah. We're not gonna say we had so many chances, but we did have a few chances also. We had a goal line clear and so many chances. Missed penalty, blocked shot from Shamanika Zina, like just 10 yards away from the goal. So many things happen, bro. You see me? On the goal line. Yeah. You see me? So many things happening in that game, and I feel like we could have gotten something from that game. So I left the game a bit enthused.
Optimistic
Definitely. About the next game.
That was the first time because as I said, we went to Honduras, we got a win in Honduras, good performance. Against Cuba, we did exactly what we expected to do against Cuba, except scored goals. Got a 2-0 win against Nicaragua, not convincing. Drew with Honduras, it's a dead game. Came with versus USA National Stadium with a massive crowd, a crowd to the likes of which I've not seen since 2012 versus Panama. And we played well. I was impressed with how we played. And it gave me a launch pad. I wasn't optimistic going back into the US to play the return leg. I think either in Illinois or in Missouri. One of those cold places. You get me? I said. But I was happy about what I saw at National Stadium. Anyways, the return leg in a couple of days, and we went to America, and we were outclassed. We were punished. People were giving this Jamaica team a hard time for not getting the better of this USA team. And I had to stop and remind the people that I was watching the game with. I had to show them the roster. All you were seeing was Juventus, AC Milan, that quality at teams.
All first league. Leagues.
And they're all starting. Christian Pulisic is Inter Milan's star, if not second star player right now. That's what we're competing against. USA at this point in their them history, I guess, they're not competing against CONCACAF anymore. They shouldn't be. And I don't think if in terms of their rankings they aren't. You see me? Yeah.
But people, sometimes we get caught up in that moment of the football itself.
Yeah.
Every single USA player can dispossess. If we just talk about how them play for the national team, obviously Liam Bailey keep him spot, Andre Blake maybe keep him spot. But some people are going to tell him what they're better than Blake. But it's whatever.
But
conversation
that's
to be
the only arguable one.
Yeah,
Andre Blake
Liam Bailey.
Bro,
Liam Bailey. You think Liam Bailey
No,
short?
bro, Liam Bailey not start over team away Christian Pulisic. Liam Bailey cannot start in the America
Exactly.
team.
Every
Andre Blake are the
single.
only one.
Sure.
And that one is
Maybe
debatable.
Ethan Pinnock over Tim Ream.
It's a too good period. Ethan Pinnock could have probably get him. Because you have Tim Ream and you have the next one named Mark McKenzie.
Yeah.
Mark McKenzie plays for Feyenoord, but Mark McKenzie is going to be a Premier League baller.
Yeah, so Ethan Pinnock
probably
Andre
coming over
Blake.
Mark McKenzie.
Yeah.
Because of where them there right now in them career. Andre Blake, debatable.
Mm-hmm.
So Ethan Pinnock are the only one that's not debatable.
So if we do a mixed team, I promise you, if we have 4 Jamaican players in that team, we have a lot. Remember the
squad,
bro? At the top end of our team, you know, we have some Premier League players that we not talk about Premier League superstars either. We're talking about decent, good to decent Premier League players, and we now have 5 of that. And then after that, MLS and Championship.
Yeah.
That's how we're talking about in terms of the quality of our team. It's just that we're in a confederation that don't have a lot of that.
That's the standard.
Exactly. You see me? So we have a good team in
a
general context. Yeah. But in terms of comparing to America, bro.
No, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
It's
not even close.
No, it's not close. It's not close.
You get me?
Going there and
going there in
we lose
4-2. And bro, the second half was positive.
Yeah.
So when America decides that America want to play football, them a touch it, anybody in the CONCACAF not gonna touch them.
Yeah.
America is a quarter-final to semi-final team in the World Cup. Mm-hmm. If them play how them supposed to play, that's the kind of quality where them have. You get me? I say so. America just did play some football, but we just couldn't touch the football, bro. Then just look so good. You get me? I said,
bro,
we never come stadium because we had it suspended. Mm-hmm. We never even fly go Jamaica. We just fly go straight to Missouri after training camp in America. So we never have to deal with that. You get me? I said, so yo, the American team just look untouchable. And me not kill them for that performance there. Second half, we see them migrate through the middle. You know, we see some things. We see Richard King put in a good shift. And we score some goals. And that give me hope about what we possibly can do.
But the only
these other teams in CONCACAF.
The only thing about this Jamaican team that I can say that I don't necessarily appreciate, even though you can look at it as a positive or a negative. You can say, all right, we have fight. But you also can say we only play football when we're up against it. Yeah. And that is something more I would tweet going into the next year, bro. Play, and I say it here, this is just a new opinion that I have formed. More Jamaica have more of a chaotic style of play, bro. Where we commit a lot of numbers forward. Don't be stupid, obviously. But where we commit a lot of numbers forward, we get the ball to our attackers as fast as possible. I will try for we are play counter and we are play fast. I will just try to make it as crazy as possible. Score more goals now. And not a lot of teams in CONCACAF will be, if we play that way, we'll be able to score more goals.
And then USA might be 5-3.
And that's fine. Bro, it's going to be some 6-2.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that strong USA.
USA beating 5-3 to final, still are qualified to World Cup every single time.
All right.
If a USA team are going to be...
Maybe I'm wrong, you know. Maybe that style won't play. But I honestly believe so, bro. Because anytime I say we just got all guns blazing crazy.
Ethan Pinnock and Damian Lowe. And Andre Blake. I'm all right.
Yeah, but what we see sometimes is this cage. We are trying to play in the midfield. We are trying.
We don't have it,
bro. So it's either we're going to be a counter-attacking team or we're going to do what we just said. We're going to do what I suggested. But I've seen enough to know that what these coaches are trying, Paul Al Grimson, no Steve McLaren, in terms of possessive. Tapper didn't know, you know. It's just a Tapper address it in a different way. Yeah. Tapper just try to bypass it altogether. Yeah. But the most recent 3 coaches, the 3 most recent coaches, I try to pass the ball in the midfield, and it is not working, bro. What we are seeing is playing down to the opposition, because even the bad opposition have a midfield who can challenge our midfield, and then the really good ones just blow away out of the water. So it is never working.
And against the bad opposition, bro, we even if you think about that, bro. We get the ball wide as quickly as possible.
And just a goal a pep. Because remember, bro, we are trying to play through midfield and we still create chances, you know.
Diagonal moves. Winger, go wide. Winger, chop off. Just
let me kiss. Get up there. Whip on ball.
Just move.
I'm alright, you can't whip a ball. Your early cross.
Yeah.
See fast. Just do your madness. Do it, bro. That's just how me think of a play. And we might get more results out there. But after the USA game, that was the last game for the year.
That was the last game for the year.
Overall, you did say you believe it was just an alright year. I also agree. I think an average year for Jamaica. I'm not going to say it's an awful year. We got silverware in the year. Performance-wise, I think it was a poor year in terms of performances. If me I go match up the teams that we played,
how many performances we have?
Not a lot. We didn't have a lot of good
Decent
performances.
performance
Maybe two.
versus Honduras, decent versus USA in Stadium, and a great performance versus Panama in the
You
beginning of
can't
the year.
say you can't say good for Nations League USA match early semi-final.
Oh yeah.
So
Good
maybe 3
performance.
games.
So four
But-
decent
But
performances.
then we were
yeah.
supposed to have 6.
Yeah.
We were supposed to have 7 because we played some team. We play Cuba, we
Mhm.
play Nicaragua,
Yeah.
we play Dominica Republic. We're supposed to have 7 good games.
7 great performances.
Exactly.
We already have those in games that we never have the better of. So in those 3 games that you just mentioned,
We
just
did
now,
supposed to-
4,
Mhm.
you're supposed to say, oh, bomba, that team I look dialed.
Tough.
And then at least 1 or 2 good performances in the Copa America, we'll probably still lose.
Exactly. But that wasn't the year. So I can't rate it a good year, but I'm also not going to be unfair because the results didn't suggest that we are second in World Cup
goals
qualifying.
and we got points, right?
Exactly. So I can't be harsh. Too harsh, that is. Let's talk about the highlight, matter of fact, low light of 2024 for the Reggae Boys. You have it or you want me to start?
Go on.
I feel like the low light for this year is not on the football in front, but it's definitely Liam Bailey saga. The JFF Liam Bailey saga lasted for at least 6 to 7 months out of the year. It was crazy.
Embarrassing.
ESPN
FC, I talk about it.
Crazy. Talking about
ESPN FC, not talk about how good Jamaica play ever, you know?
Nope. I draw my dog. You see me and Sky Sports.
Will Liam Bailey be called up?
Remember, JFF makes Sky Sports, you know?
Man.
That interview makes Sky Sports.
The Jamaica administration is in shambles, and Liam Bailey doesn't even want to play for Jamaica. Will Liam Bailey be called up in this window?
You see me? So I feel like that was a low light of the year. I feel like that dampened the year. A lot of the conversations that we were having was not even about the football itself. It was not even about the coach. It was not even about the players. And if we were speaking about them, it was about how they were going to react to Liam Bailey being missing. You get me? I say, and that was just not good for football. That was not good for the country. That was not good for, because you remember Liam Bailey not only exposed the football side of things, but he also made it seem, and maybe rightfully so, but he also some can say to a lot of dirt on the JFF's name. Yeah. And especially English media took it as Jamaica now work with nothing. You know, and especially in a time when, yes, we're not where we want to be, but we can definitely say, bro, JFF, they're making some strides. I'm not going to say significant ones, but they are making some strides. So it definitely didn't come at a good time. It wasn't a good message, and the world, it wasn't something that we, you know, bro, them said, don't air out the dirty laundry, don't make the world see what going on in your house. And I feel like that situation maybe 10x that, where everybody was just talking about. Cause remember at the time, Liam Bailey, one of the best wingers in the EPL. What is going on in his national team? You see me? So embarrassing.
Definitely. That's my low light.
Yeah. You can start with the highlight.
All right.
Not a lot, but I feel like
highlight,
2 for pick from.
What's the second? I think
we won silverware.
Just one. Yeah.
And bro, the fans in the stadium, dog. The fans in the stadium.
Well, for me, I would go with Nations League performance.
Oh, for sure, silverware
performances and the game against Panama, where we played well. Panama had the position as we expected them to have, but we didn't seem like conceding at any point. We created good chances. We got forward, and Lembe Kisa, my mama, what a cracker he scored. And we just always looked like we were the better team against Panama. We looked like we wanted to win that match, and we did win that match, and it made me so happy to finally see an enjoyable performance by this national team. Definitely the highlight of the year. And to beat Panama, we don't be beating Panama, bro. Yeah. We don't be. Panama has been our bogey team. It's a good game to win something from. So we played Panama, we got a good result. It was a good performance. And we came home with a medal. The man that have a medal can look Panama. And anytime you win something, it's always a highlight. So definitely a highlight. But honorable mention to the fans in the national stadium, bro. I have to mention that for the last 2 windows, me I talk about seeing what? 20 plus? Yep. 20 plus thousand people in the stadium, in the national stadium. This is definitely the most crowd some people ever see at a football game. Me I tell you. Definitely the most. Maybe we are the exception, bro. We that go football early from a little boy. And that me only can remember maybe once or twice when we see stadium more full than when we see in the national stadium. Me I tell you. Only twice. Exactly.
You see me? So
Panama and then USA.
exactly.
Only twice.
Exactly, and that
I'm sure there are other moments
of course,
but just not
what
memorable
me can't
to me.
remember. But that
right
USA
now,
game for sure.
Yeah.
You see me? And especially now where Jamaican sports YouTuber come up or whatever. People excited and we get new fans or whatever. This is definitely the most crowd some people say at a Jamaica game.
Yeah,
so I have to say,
yeah, for sure.
the crowd where the boys are pulling, it's just so unfortunate that the results are not necessarily repaying the fans for coming out and spending their money and watching football. But the people that come, bro, but every time they come, the two time where we get over 20,000 people in the national stadium, every single person in the stadium left disappointed.
Every single one. Except the Cuban fans.
Right. You see me? So, unfortunately, people, we never get the results we want this year. Definitely stuff to build on. But we are watching. I guess something else we can mention. No, this is another video. Because we have to do Algimson recap. Not Algimson. Steve McLaren, how McLaren performed for the back end of the year. Me that was say, he got some players and whatever. But we leave that for theme video. But in terms of winning silverware and the fans coming out, big up to the fans. You see me?
St. Kitts in March.
St. Kitts in March, people. Will you be there, sir? Probably not.
Should be.
Yes, it should be.
Maybe. Let's see.
Let's
see. You get me? I say, we kick off our 2025 in March and we keep it moving. You know, unfortunately, it's not going to be the Nations League, but this is going to be our Gold Cup qualifiers. Beat St. Kitts over 2 legs to qualify for the Gold Cup.
I say, you'll be at the Gold Cup.
Bro, 5 over 5 of them in the stadium, dog.
Yeah, dog.
We make people them something to feel nice about, bro. Love the campaign on the JFF. That's a highlight for me.
Of course.
That's a highlight.
The new marketing.
Oh yeah.
The new marketing team. The new marketing team for the JFF are doing damn thing.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, make us stick on it. Make us give them a little props because when they forget beating, we all beat. So in terms of marketing and the promotional team that JFF recently, I believe the switch happened around summer.
Yeah.
You see me? They're doing a wonderful job, bro.
Oh yeah.
And numbers don't lie.
They're doing what it takes.
Exactly.
They will make stadium nice again.
Yeah, dog. Number don't lie.
Continue to do it and improve upon it.
Number don't lie. Remember I was saying it on a rocket saying, get a DJ in a national stadium, brother. Make people them know so much are going.
Make some sexy girls up on the road and say, come
straight up.
Same way, put up some billboard. And for sure some think improvement can still go on.
Of course improvement can still go on. But with what them do already? If results fall back at this stadium, I go full enough.
That's all. They even have to do no more.
They don't have to do nothing more.
Just the boys them time.
That's just the man them for just put some performance in and stadium like a ram, brother. Yeah, full up his stadium.
5 St. Kitts and then against Guatemala and June it ram.
Me I tell you straight up. With a little bit of whisper. And a trouble. And a trouble. Me I tell you. Stadium can ram next year, bro.
Next year, June, have Guatemala in a stadium. Must win because before Guatemala will play BVI. Yeah. We'll BVI give them 6. That me need to stop saying that now.
But that's how it figure, bro.
But me need to stop saying that now because I'm tired of shame. How much time? Dominica just give them a quick 4. Dominica Republic just give them a quick 4. Dominica just give them a quick 6.
Cuba a quick 3.
Cuba a quick 3 or 4.
Tush.
Damn.
That's how you go. People, let me know on the highlight and the low light for 2024. What do you like? What did you like or hate about 2024 Jamaican football? Trust me, you have a few to pick from.
2025 is going to be the most important year of my footballing life since being a national.
Put it this way, brother. Put it this way.
Make or break here.
No, never say make or break.
Oh, for me.
For who?
For me.
See the different.
If 2025 and if not going supposed to go, me done with it.
Different video again.
Me done with it.
What me don't say again?
Yeah,
2024 and hard with up.
Bro, but what's on stake in 2025 make it even easier for top? Because we can play like shit all 2025 and get the results.
Yeah. In a hard for top.
Yeah.
But even so, don't have a million Billy Saga. I guess we win silverware, so we have a Gold Cup come up with it to win that.
We need to win the
Gold Cup. Time win the Gold Cup, you know.
Bro.
But medal is not the Gold Cup. Medal. Just medal.
I forgot the Gold Cup. But Gold Cup finals are always the goal.
Yeah.
Gold Cup finals are always the goal. But also, favorite or not, we need to win this World Cup now. At time now.
Yes, sir.
And we have the players that can do it if obviously if USA come shake and we come from our best day. But what we need to do is come from our best day and put all the cards out there. You get me? So we need to win the World Cup.
3 teams make it to the World Cup. Miss me with the format. 3 teams make it to the World Cup.
You don't care about the format.
You don't miss me with that. And I possible 4 too. Or just 3?
No,
One playoff spot in there.
3 automatic and
possibly
yeah.
4 qualifying spots
Yeah.
to the World Cup with no America, Mexico, or Canada. And you tell me Jamaica can't make it? I don't want to hear nothing about no format. I don't want to hear nothing about no whatever run of games. I don't care. 4 teams make it to the World Cup. Possibly. 3 sure.
Damn, I don't want to make you in the playoffs, bro. I'm supposed to in a World Cup by the end of 2025.
Bro, I tell you what, wait a
say.
sec.
So 4. So 4 would have mean so we'd have to wait until 26 before Inter.
Anyway, I make the World Cup, I make it in a brother. And I'm there. Book a ticket. Anyways, people.
Dog, if we come second in all that group there, bro. We get all that group with all 8 and all. Cuba and God come on second, bro. Done with it, dog.
Jaja.
Done with it, bro.
Yes, done with it, put it up.
Yeah, dog. I remember I desperately want to be a USA fan, you know.
Nah.
Because I love the USA team, how them are going with it, you know.
Yes,
the USA, bro, like USA got be my team in the World Cup.
Yeah. So how me say that last year it killed me? What my reason did wrong?
Me not just tell you say me done with it. If
oh,
them not
done with it?
Yeah, bro, me tell you say me done with it. If them not something there, me done with it. Me I want USA fan now. Mr. Trump here that and give me passport same way, please.
Nah, man.
Me say me done. If we not qualify for this World Cup, matter of fact.
I sell out.
If we don't automatically qualify, that means top was zone.
No, you're not done with it.
The facts me all talk about top was zone. And with the back right now, we have to beat Guatemala in National Stadium.
We're 7 goals away from being number 1 in our group. I checked earlier.
Not 7 goals away because
1 win away, but 7 goals behind Guatemala.
Yeah. So in the National Stadium in June.
Bro, Jared, Guatemala away 7 goals away. As it stands, we're 7 goals away from being number 1.
From? It's not home and away. It's a snake. That's what I say. 2 games.
And I'm telling you, we can draw with Guatemala and still be 7 goals behind them. I would need to win the last goal by 8 goals.
I'm saying if we draw with Guatemala, we're not top in our zone, we'll come second in our zone.
Yes, we can, because Guatemala can lose the last game and we win by 7 goals. We're on positive 2 and them.
Bro, there's no, the goal them that they score, you see who Guatemala score the goal them against? This is where we begin with them team there. The goal them that they score again.
I guess on paper.
So we have BVI.
Mm-hmm.
So
we have 8.
That's not going to ever happen. Because we can't hate them and niggas over here 8 BVI. Look what Guatemala do to Dominica. Yeah. Even a mistake in a 4 or 5, them give them. You get me? I said. So we don't have the goals to score.
Where beat Guatemala?
So we cannot. Though we're supposed to beat them. Don't get me wrong. We're heavy favorites in that Guatemala game in the National Stadium. With our track record in the National Stadium in 2024 is not it.
Even put it behind me. This is no
moment. Cuba could not get and USA could not get the result.
This is not no office. Other team come and go to work.
3 games we play in the National Stadium and we don't get a single win in the National Stadium.
I know where you go to work, brother. You know what kind of office this I want to put in. No.
So I was so excited when me hear, cause even though I never expect the group to start out like this, but they don't say that gonna be a we and Guatemala.
Yeah.
I never expect Guatemala to be so far ahead of we, you know. Cause me they expect
fair, one win away. One love win.
Yeah, but what I mean was me they expect Guatemala to give them 4s and me I give my 4s too. So I never expect a draw with Guatemala in the National Stadium to be enough to top this one.
So we're going
because we are gonna dust out the other team. You get me? I say? So I never expect to be so far behind. But when me hear Guatemala at home, based on this new weird snake format, whatever them call it, them call Swiss. Why me I say snake? Swiss format. We get Guatemala at home. You get me? I say? So I say, yeah, we get Guatemala.
And then after that, we have.
Based on look at home now, me nobody excited about Guatemala at home. Me nobody excited about it. Me want them on the road, cap on the road, we're going to win.
So we have like 4 games now to make it to the World Cup?
Yeah, so we have 2 more games in another round of World Cup qualifiers, and then we have
2 games in a group of 3.
4 games, because that's home and away.
That's a home and away?
Yeah, so June and then September window and October window. Yeah. So we have the June window for qualify for the next round, and then the September and the October window is the next round. We have 4 games. And I think November going to be Inter.
That will make it to
November.
The semi-finals.
The games in June?
No. The games in June will make it to the round of 16.
No.
That will make it to the quarterfinals.
The games in June are going to bring it to the final round. The games in June?
There won't be a winner for the competition?
No,
Or
brother.
just qualification?
Just qualification.
But
It's
they
gonna
never do a
be
championship.
3 groups,
Mhm.
and only one winner from each group go straight to the World Cup, and the 2 best second place them go
No, I understand.
intercontinental.
Me I say if the four teams are gonna make it out, are gonna play a championship. If we're playing a Cup championship,
But
or
there's
we're
no
just
enough 4 teams that gonna make it out. You gotta have 3 groups.
Mhm.
The winner for
oh
each
3
group.
groups of 4. I think it's a
3 groups of 3.
3 groups of 3.
3 groups of that's the final round, and the winners of each of those groups automatically qualify for World Cup.
So there's no final.
And the 2 best second place are got the intercontinental playoff in November and I think March.
With Oceania,
With other teams, we don't know who we're gonna get drawn up against.
yeah. So it
So
can be a Europe, it can
so
be a
this-
Oceania, it
so
can be
this-
everybody.
these two matches we're gonna play against BVI and Guatemala are gonna determine which group of 3 we're gonna in.
We'll be fine.
So remember, you know, you have a group of 3. You have in CONCACAF right now. You have Panama, you have Honduras, you have Jamaica, and you have Costa Rica. That's 4 teams. Only 3 zones.
Mhm.
So that's 4 teams, only 3 zones. In addition to the fact that you have Haiti, you have Suriname, you have Nicaragua, you have Trinidad and Tobago. And if you want to add Guatemala, I don't really consider Guatemala. But that's 8 teams vying for 3 spots, 3 zones. That's why people say the format is a terrible one. Me not love it. Me not love it. I think there's a world where the best teams don't qualify. As compared to when we do the Hex, the best 3 teams are going to qualify. I think in this format, there's a world where, just like how we always say, bad teams from UEFA are qualifying, good teams from UEFA not qualifying, just because of the zones that them set up. And that's the luxury that CONCACAF always had and South America always had, where the best representatives from those confederations get to qualify. But now, CONCACAF change over to this little that group format, like where UEFA been do, like where Asia been do, which I don't necessarily like, but make we see how the badness come down. Because there's a world where the best teams, the best 6 teams won't go to the World Cup from CONCACAF.
Right.
But yeah, bro, 3 zones, 3 teams out to qualify. And what we have to do in order to ensure that we put ourselves in the best position to get in the easiest zone is win 2 games. We don't have to worry about the amount of goal we need to score, just have to win 2 games in June.
Yes, sir.
And then after June, we have the World Cup.
We should be able to do it. We should be able to do it. 2025 people.
So there's so much to gain in 2025.
Of course. Should be a good year.
Yeah.
And it can be the best year as a Reggae Boy fan. Yes,
For
as
me,
a
for
best
sure.
sports fan.
For me, for sure.
Yes, man. I look
Next
forward
year
to it.
lineup. Bro, 2025 can be my year. Like, not even just football, just everything.
It can.
My year. I never a lot planned
Can be
out
the best year of your
2025. Yeah, man.
For sure.
Please make it bigger.
Here we go.
Yeah.
People, again, let us know highlight, low light, walk as you're walking through the year with us. Let us know the moments that you stop at and really reminisce and remember those moments. So, if you like the video, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment, subscribe to this or that Sports TV, and do one more thing for us, though.
Share the video to 10 people, but get us 6 subscribers, because if each and every one of you guys can manage to do that, I will leave a subscriber that will get to it by the end of the day.
Yes, people.
Start, man. Say what you want to say.
Again.
I mean, no. Yeah, like I said before, we go again instead of saying, but we're out.
Anyways, people, I gone.